How to take fish oil during pregnancy. In recent years, there have been numerous studies investigating the potential health benefits of pregnant women taking fish oil supplements. While the results of these studies have been largely mixed, it is thought that the practice is safe for most pregnant women. With the proper information and consideration, you can decide for yourself if you want to take fish oil supplements, as well as how, in what form and how much to consume. Method 1. Selecting the right supplement and dosage. 1. Select a safe variety of fish oil supplement. You might think that one fish oil supplement is like any other, but you'd be wrong. In fact, you can find two kinds of fish oil supplements, those derived from the fish's body, and those from the fish's liver. The former, often called omega-3 supplements, is thought to be safe to consume during pregnancy, while the latter, due to the presence of retinol, is not. The oil's source will be listed on the label, so just read the label and contents to make sure it's not liver oil. That being said, you should always consult your OB/GYN before taking any supplement, especially if you are breastfeeding. 2. Find a reputable manufacturer of fish oil supplements. Due to a recent surge in the popularity of fish oil supplements and products, there are many products on the market made by sub-standard manufacturers. In order to select a reputable, high-quality product, look for a manufacturer that can provide documentation of approval by third-party quality evaluators, such as the Norwegian Medicinal Standard, the European Pharmacopoeia Standard, and the USP. In addition, your doctor or pharmacist may recommend a particular brand. You can also test the product's quality for yourself by sniffing and tasting it. Studies have shown that good, quality fish oil supplements should not smell or taste fishy in any way, so toss those tablets if you get a bad whiff. Note that supplements in the United States are not regulated by the FDA. This means that supplements, especially those that have not been inspected by a third party, have not been verified for content, labeling, or dosage, and could potentially contain harmful ingredients. 3. Don't get confused with other oil supplements. Some people think that flaxseed oil contains the same long-chain omega-3 fatty acids found in fish oil, but this is not true. It holds the shorter-chain omega-3 acid ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, but not EPA or DHA. The body can convert ALA into EPA and DHA, but this conversion is inefficient and spotty at best. Additionally, studies have shown that olive oil and other vegetable oil supplements do not supply the same health benefits as those made of fish oil. 4. Consult your doctor for the appropriate dosage. The World Health Organization recommends that a healthy adult consume 300 to 500 milligrams of EPA and DHA every day, but you should be careful about measuring your supplement intake. Due to conflicting evidence regarding the benefits and potential harmfulness of fish oil supplements, ask your doctor about the advisability and dosage guidelines of taking fish oil. Method 2. Considering the facts. 1. Know about the important omega-3 fatty acids in fish oil. Despite the controversy around fish oil supplements, it's undisputed that fish oil is rich in EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, and also that these fatty acids are essential to your body's function. DHA supports the nervous system and thus is particularly crucial for the developing brains and eyes of babies in the womb. Though the role of EPA and DHA in cognitive development is undisputed, studies are inconclusive as to the ability of fish oil supplements to deliver these omega-3s effectively to the pregnant woman and her fetus. Research suggests that you need 200 milligrams of DHA every day to support the growth of your baby's cognitive and visual systems. 2. Evaluate the potential benefits of fish oil supplements. Some studies suggest that fish oil supplements can improve your baby's development significantly. For example, one recent study shows that toddlers born to mothers who ingested fish oil supplements displayed better hand-eye coordination than other toddlers whose mothers did not do so. Another study in Denmark found that the babies of women taking fish oil in the last trimester of pregnancy had a lower incidence of asthma. 3. Consider the evidence that fish oil supplements do little or nothing for babies. Despite some studies supporting the advisability of ingesting fish oil capsules, the evidence is far from conclusive. For example, a study in Australia concluded that the children of women who took fish oil during the last trimester of pregnancy performed no better on cognitive and language tasks than the children of women who did not. Even the above-mentioned Danish study warns against overly optimistic conclusions from their study. Despite their results, the researchers acknowledge that the fish oil consumption of the women in their study was well above the recommended dose, so they still cannot recommend that pregnant women follow suit. Method 3: Eating whole fish. 1. Eat 2 portions of oily fish every week. Many governments recommend that people eat more oily fish every week for the long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, and there's evidence that consuming actual fish benefits pregnant women more than taking supplements does. Examples of oily fish include mackerel, salmon, trout, herring, anchovies, and sardines. Tinned, canned tuna, cod, and haddock are, in contrast, not oily fish. A serving size of oily fish consists of 3.5 ounces, 100 g. 2. Buy wild salmon rather than farmed salmon. Though farmed salmon does indeed contain omega-3 fatty acids, it's overall less nutritious than wild salmon. For example, it contains only an eighth as much vitamin D, and only a third as much vitamin A. It's also fattier, meaning that it collects and stores significantly more contaminants and toxins than its wild counterpart does. Many places, such as the EU and the US, require manufacturers to label farmed and wild fish, as well as to identify whether or not dye has been added. In other places though, like Canada, this explicit indication is not required by law. 3. Avoid mercury-rich predator fish, such as shark, swordfish, and king mackerel. Mercury exposure can disrupt and destroy neurological and organ health, and it's particularly harmful to young children and fetuses. Indeed, the U.S. government estimates that as many as 75,000 newborns each year are at higher risk of developing learning disabilities later in life due to mercury exposure in the womb. You can limit your exposure to mercury by cutting out your consumption of predatory fish, such as shark, king mackerel, and tuna. Even if you're eating wild salmon, don't eat more than 2 portions a week, as it can still contain pollutants harmful to you and your baby, such as dioxins and polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs. 4. Avoid preparations that may lead to food poisoning. Raw fish, such as sushi, sashimi, ceviche, and carpaccio, and refrigerated smoked seafood should be avoided due to the risk of food poisoning or listeria poisoning. Make sure that all fish is refrigerated promptly after purchase and consumed within 1 to 2 days. Always cook seafood to an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit 62.8 degrees Celsius.